There's a unique ache in grieving someone who still breathes, an ache unlike any other. When it's your mother, the pain cuts even deeper, tangled in the roots of love, hope, and longing. It's not the absence of her body that you mourn, but the absence of the love you needed and the safety you never found. You find yourself holding fragments of a relationship that was meant to feel whole, questioning why protection came in the form of projections and why love was replaced by the leftover pieces she decided she didn't need. You sit with the heaviness of what could have been, a shadow that lingers in every milestone and the moments in between. At graduations, birthdays, and achievements big or small, you scan the crowd for her familiar face, but all you find are shadows of strangers who don't feel like home. During your hardest struggles, you long for her comforting words to tell you, "You can do this." But instead, you're met with a silence that echoes louder than the pain itself. When you're sick, you wish for her gentle hand on your forehead, but what greets you is the cold, unyielding reality of her absence. In moments of doubt, you crave her wisdom, but all you're left with are questions you must answer on your own. Even in your joys, you wonder what it would feel like to see her pride, to feel her arms around you in celebration. It's not just her absence that aches. It's the realization that her leaving wasn't physical but emotional, a quiet withdrawal from the connection you needed most. Her love feels like a mirage, close enough to reach for but always slipping through your fingers, leaving behind unanswered questions and an emptiness you don't know how to fill. It's the grief of someone still alive, and the hardest part is knowing she might never see the void she left behind. Still, you find yourself wanting to protect her, even as the questions burn within you. You tell yourself stories to soften the sharp edges. Perhaps she didn't know better. Perhaps she carried pain too heavy to allow her to give freely. You want to ask her, desperately, achingly, to explain the emptiness she left behind, to make sense of the love that never felt whole. But the words stay trapped, held back by the fear of rocking a fragile boat already drifting away. So you stay silent, swallowing the ache that doesn't waver. Instead, it grows roots in the quiet spaces where her warmth should have lived, leaving you to nurture yourself in ways she never could. Grieving her is the hardest thing you'll ever do, because it's a grief without closure. She's still there, smiling, speaking, moving through life, while you mourn the love that never was. You learn to honor her story while holding space for your own. You learn to live with the paradox of loving and grieving someone who is still very much alive. But as you begin the journey of finding the parts of yourself she couldn't see, giving them the love she couldn't give, you can't help but wonder, how do you let go of the longing for something she may never be able to give?